Okay, Barry. Right, so we've driven the site. We swapped over seats.
Yep.
Yeah. And you're going to teach me moving off and stopping.
Yes, yeah.
So I had my controls lesson last week.
Right, okay. Did you actually get the car moving?
No, I just got to start the engine.
You got to start the
Yeah.
engine? Right, okay then. You went over your understanding. Are you happy with where the accelerator, the brake and the clutch are?
Why are you waffling and making this brief twice as long as what it should be?
I'm just trying to think of something to link it in,
Um,
so that when
Barry.
we do drive off...
Barry, I timed your brief yesterday. It was 15 minutes, yeah?
All right, okay.
Right. Yeah? So how far did I get on the controls lesson?
You start the car.
I got to start the car, so you want to go from there and straight into your brief, yeah?
Right, okay then. Right, so the first thing we're going to do today is we're going to... While we're in this position, what we can do is pick up a reference point. We're not going to use it today, but if you see where that curb cuts into the car on the windscreen...
Oh, right, it's about there.
Yeah? As I say, we won't use it today, but in future when you are driving and want to park, you can use that reference point for getting into the parking position.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's a very handy thing to have. But what we're going to do today, we're going to, on the moving off, we're going to have a system called POM, which is prepare the car, we make observations, and then we move.
Oh, right.
Okay? This is something we do whenever we get in the car and drive off. POM is a routine we're going to always use. So it'll be strange today, but you'll get into the hang of things. So to prepare the car, what we do, you put your left foot on the left pedal, which is the clutch,
Yeah.
and push it all the way down.
Right.
We then
Yeah.
select first gear,
Yeah.
and to do that we use a palming method. Now it's important that we get first gear because we don't want to stall the car when we try and pull away. So if you remember from your last lesson, palm it across and up.
Oh, forward.
If you palm it all the way across as far as it will go, then up, that's into first gear.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Right, okay. What we then do, we then set the gas. And what we want is a lively hum. You won't have very many revs, it's be about 1,000 RPM, but whether your car's got a rev counter or not, it doesn't matter. You get a nice lively hum.
Right.
Once you're settled with your lively hum, we'll find the biting point on the clutch. And what we do, we bring our foot up off the clutch about a centimetre at a time
Oh, yeah.
until the front of the car will lift up slightly. And you'll notice a change in the note of the engine.
Right.
When that happens, push the clutch pedal down about the thickness of a pound coin, and that will be round about the biting point.
Right.
Okay? What we need to do then is to make our observations to make sure it's safe to move off. In a position like this, we'd use a 6-point check, because we've got a driveway there and anyone could be coming out the driveway. There's a couple of driveways there, so you need to look out the back window. So if you can just look out the back window.
Yeah.
What car is that in the driveway there?
What driveway?
What car? No, there isn't a car, but there's a driveway without a car on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to look just to make sure there isn't a car in that driveway ready to go off. We'll then check our door mirror, left door mirror. What we're looking for there is pedestrians that might be walking along and they may want to cross in front of us.
Oh, right, yeah.
So if they're walking towards us, we'll wait till they go, otherwise they could just walk off not realising we're going to drive away. We then...
Just taking you back a little bit. I don't make the brief any longer than what we can, so I won't hold you for too long.
Right.
Before I start these observations, have a quick look in there, because not much point in carrying on with the observations if there's somebody coming up behind me, is there?
True, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, carry on from there.
So check your rearview mirror, see if there's any cars coming up.
Yeah.
Okay. And assuming it is clear and there's nothing coming up, we then look at the front windscreen and see the situation ahead of us, make sure it's safe for us to go forwards. You then check your right door mirror. We're looking for any cars that are coming up overtaking us, and possibly pedestrians that you can see on the other side of the road walking along. Okay? And our final observation is your blind spot, which is between your head restraint and your door pillar. So if you turn your head right the way round, And what sort of windows have they got on the door of that little cottage there?
With bits of lead in them or something.
Yeah, sort of leaded windows there. So we're looking there. I mean, there is a gate, so someone could come out in theory. So we're looking for that. Once we're happy it's safe to go, what we then do is release the handbrake. All the time we keep our feet still. The car may well move off. If it doesn't, it means you're not quite on the biting point. So you bring the clutch pedal up another thickness of a pound coin, and then you steer a little bit to the right. I'll tell you how much to steer to the right. Then we'll steer to the left to straighten up, and then we'll go down the road. When we want to pull over, the first thing we do is check our mirrors. We'll check our centre mirror to see if anything behind us. We check our centre mirror because that gives us, if you remember from last week, an accurate idea of what's behind us. It's an accurate size.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Then we check our left door mirror because there could be a cyclist. We're only going to be going slow, so it's possible a cyclist will come up the inside.
Right.
So it's important we check that door mirror. And then we consider a signal. So if there was a cyclist behind us, or way behind us, then we might put a signal on. If there's a pedestrian walking towards us, we might put a signal on.
What about cars coming towards us?
If there's a car coming, we do it. It depends on the situation, but we can talk about that as we need to do it.
Right.
What we then do is steer a little bit to the left. Again, I'll guide you in steering to the left. Then we'll turn the wheel to the right to straighten up. When we're in a similar position to where we are now, what you do is take your foot off the accelerator and cover the brake. Okay, and that means you take your foot off the accelerator and just put it over the brake.
All right. Yeah.
Okay. What you can then do is to press the clutch, the brake, a centimetre at a time to gradually slow the car down. Before the car stops, push the clutch all the way down to the floor, which will stop the car from stalling. We then secure the car, so we'll put the handbrake on, put the car into neutral, we cancel the indicator, and then we're parked. And that's basically what we're going to do to move off and stop.
All right.
Okay? And we make sure that we are stopped in a safe, secure...
Yeah, so instead of looking at me,
yeah, but make sure we're in a safe, convenient and legal place. And we don't want to be parked over someone's driveway or a pedestrian crossing or anything like that. So as we pull up, we'll make note that we are stopping somewhere safe, legal and convenient.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
So, shall we give that a try?
Yeah, that's good. Done that in just under 7 minutes. 6 minutes. Yeah?
Right.
Okay, so I'll pause this so it doesn't go into a long one.